Family Funday Friday. It's Family Funday Friday. It's Family Funday Friday. And you've turned into your favorite newscast in America, where we drop the truth using empirical evidence. Little lady 8-year-old reads the news that she did herself. She does her own research because she knows she is the daughter of an award-winning national journalist at the age of 15, and she's hoping to beat those records. Have you been preparing some of your performances for the contest Freedom 250 and America 250 this year?
Yep.
I'm so proud of you. You're going to read that again here in a little bit. But first, we got to get to the news, and don't forget some of our good dad jokes.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
What cars do sheep drive?
What?
Lamborghinis. Lamborghinis. That was a good one. Nana liked that one.
Yeah.
How do cows learn about current events?
How?
They read the newspaper. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
The child refused to nap, and she was found guilty of resisting arrest. That was pretty good. You like that one?
Yeah.
How do you make a waterbed bouncier? Grandma likes it. How do you make a waterbed bouncier?
More water?
Fill it with Poland Springs water. You like that? We like spring water, don't we?
Yep.
Okay. And Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. His summer wasn't too bad either. Daddy likes that one. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. His summer wasn't too bad either. That's funny. That's for Dad. That's a good dad joke.
Yeah.
Dads are gonna like that one.
Yeah.
Addie, if you could get that coffee started, you are a paid barista. You do have a job to do here, right? You get paid the big bucks.
Yep.
Yep. You're gonna create your own LLC later this year.
Yes.
That's right. Did Marcus Lilly get his LLC created?
Yep.
That's right. Does anybody who works with Daddy get their own LLC created?
Yep.
Lots of reasons, right? We'll do a special episode on why you should have your own LLC and what you can do with that. Addie, thank you for getting that coffee made. Daddy looks forward to that dopamine.
Know it.
Would you lead us on that beautiful sip, simultaneous sip? Little man is asleep, so he's not joining us for today's cast.
Yeah.
Could you lead us in that simultaneous sip, little lady?
Yes, I can. All you need is a cup or a mug or a glass, a tankard, a chalice or stein, a canteen jug or a flask.
Some of y'all got that.
Yep. A vessel of any kind. Fill with your favorite liquid. I usually like coffee, hot cocoa rock soup with crunchy peanut butter or soft peanut butter. Now let it go, Jack Roseberg. Or homemade chocolate sauce.
Did Mom make some special homemade chocolate sauce last night?
Yes, she did. But anything works. And let's do a simultaneous sip.
Thank you again to Scott Adams for creating this. Scott Adams School at 9 o'clock with Erica and the four core and special guest from Sergio on over to Owen. Dropping news, dropping current events, dropping different angles. Highly intelligent individuals bringing together a huge network. They air at 9 o'clock. We try to go early every day. Did we get here a little late today?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because we were making some friends.
That's right, little lady. We spent, again, Family Funday Friday. Using technology, did we make friends?
Yes.
And did you talk to grown adults again?
Yes.
And did that brilliant Mexican man, first generation from Mexico, did he know Operation Paperclip?
Yes, he did.
Was that amazing?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Guys, we talked to a 42-year-old this morning whose mind was blown that 8-year-old Addy had already done a 3-part mini-series on Operation MK Ultra, Operation Mockingbird, Operation
Paperclip.
And Operation COINTELPRO, in which the FBI purposely lied to you. So today's topic, if you've already seen the headcast, is how hard is it
to find truth?
That was your cue. Did I get you off guard there?
Yep.
How hard is it to find truth? And we're going to get that in a few seconds. But first, Addie has to finish her report. We've got to get that turned in and sent over to the president today. Addie, do you have it?
No, I do not.
You didn't bring it? You need to read it. Where's it at?
In the kitchen.
Go get it. We'll do show and tell, which we normally do on Thursdays, while Addie is grabbing her piece. This is one of Daddy's favorite masks. Get it? I can't see what I look like, but it looks pretty good. This is a special mask, handmade. Anytime you travel, you gotta always support local business. Doesn't matter if wifey and I are in Fiji, hopping one of the 32 out of the 330 plus islands, which more getting created every time a volcano goes off over there. But whether or not we're in Costa Rica, which is where this one is, wherever we are, any one of the 50 individual states, we love road trip in America, but occasionally you like to travel the world. We always bring back local made items that the money goes straight to the people. Okay. I don't care what latitude and longitude we're at. We don't shop big corporations. Okay. We shop local mom and pop. And if you're going to travel and you're going to visit, you already paid the government, you paid the taxes, you paid the tourism, go take care of the people. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And one of the things we do is, any artwork they do, that's what we purchase. That's where we give our money to. Yep. And this is a special mask from Costa Rica. It was with some of the guys there. They thought I was silly for buying this mask, but they spent their money on booze. Daddy spent all his stuff on goods. This is one of my favorite masks, super light, sits up on the wall. It looks amazing. You can see the work on here. It's just gorgeous, guys. It's a great piece of work, brilliantly painted, and it looks so beautiful up on our wall next to a bunch of our other masks. We have several masks from around the world, and from some of our Inuit tribes, we have several totems that were hand carved as well. And we'll do some show and tell throughout the year, but had to show you the cheetah today. Yeah, can I put it on my mask? Sure. Ready? You look great, little girl. Thanks, Daddy. Nicely done. Mm-hmm. All right, that's probably Daddy's favorite. Probably shouldn't have led with my favorite because the other ones will just kind of be cool from here, but this one definitely my favorite. Yep. You remember what you taught me on movies? Ready? Always go for the least best, and when you make it to the best of the best, you make it to the best of the best, that made all those other ones worthy of your attention. And if you just go to the best of the best, then the other ones you don't like because it should have been like this one. Yeah, you raise the standard too fast, and the other ones aren't quite there, right? Yeah. We had to teach a couple of men on dates not to do their best date ever on the first date, right? Never. Because then the girl's like, yeah, the standards are high. So anyhow, we'll get into that later. Don't take a girl skydiving for your first date, guys. It's not a smart idea. It's fun, but you're too much adrenaline. All right. Addy, could you please read your beautiful "What Does America Mean to You"? Ready? Hi, I'm Addy. Born in Dallas, Texas, raised in New York City. I've walked every borough from the financial district to Chinatown. Mm-hmm. I've walked the Freedom Trail in Boston and played in the water park. That was amazing. Of course, she loves the water park. Yeah. July 4th, visited the Purple Heart Museum. Yeah. And read the Declaration with the Brigade of America Revolution reenactment, group shooting cannons. Great-grandpa was a gunner flying over 22 missions in World War II. Being American means adventure and family road tripping. America, we visited our Amish friends in Lancaster. Sometimes we had to park and get out, sometimes we drive in there. It was really fun. And walked every covered bridge still standing. That was beautiful. Yes, it was. I now read the Pledge of Allegiance on my own TV show because America means freedom. That's right. And we all stand united as we seek for truth and we look to move forward in America. We aren't going back. We aren't in the past. And we're taught you about some of the programs that are in your way to find that truth. But we still stand united. We will not be defeated. We are winning, and we are going to continue to go to battle. And that battle takes place by first us uniting as many as we can together. Addy, could you please unite America one more time for us? Yes, I can. Let's go, everybody. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Justice for all is always what we end the Pledge of Allegiance on because we expect it for everyone. And as we're going to talk about today, it is difficult to just get to the truth. Addy, what is our lesson from G.I. Joe? Knowing is half the battle. It's just half the battle. And it's a battle, guys. Some of you may have forgotten. Some of you are fully aware, but it's still difficult to get to the truth. It doesn't matter what network you turn on. If you turn on the mainstream news. You're good. You like my music? I was gonna try to slip 3 in today, but you called me out. Yeah. So depending on which direction you go, you're gonna get hit and bombarded with the propaganda. Addie, did we already learn when that propaganda started officially?
Yes.
Right, that was in the 50s.
Mhm.
And the gentleman that we spoke to today, first generation Mexican, he knew about these operations in the news. And has that helped him stay safeguarded against the news he sees?
Yes, it has.
That's right. Well, that works for those of us that have that strength and pay attention and remind ourselves. But one thing that we learned from MK Ultra was that who are they trying to attack?
The most vulnerable groups, not the strongest, the most vulnerable.
The most vulnerable groups. And what we mean by that isn't as simple as, oh, that person's weak, the news is going to work on them. What we mean is even PhDs, even generally high IQ individuals, people that at least can study and do the work, these individuals don't do a lot of their own research, as it turns out. They immediately just trust. If you have the name tag, clearly anything you say is correct. Oh, if you have alphabet soup after your name, clearly anything you say is correct. Well, I've got journalism more since age 15, so I'd say I trump whatever your recent study is that you just started. You think Daddy got better at researching as we grew up, or worse?
What do you think? What do you think?
Good question.
That's my question.
Should be obvious.
Mhm.
And a lot of those things that we've applied to our family, because Plato demands that we do what?
He does what he says. Flex on him.
Right.
He does what he says what he does, and he does it the best way possible.
That's
and
right.
flex!
That's right, little girl. And so why don't you lead us today as we get into the news? Why is it so hard to find the truth?
Who? You!
We're talking about you.
What? Across to the news. Access to the news.
Access to the news.
Where all across America.
Print.
Print.
Gotta wave your R's a little better.
Print and online.
That's right, guys. Even the print has been printing fake news, and even the print has been busted and redacted. But there's a strategy behind it, as you know. We looked at category 1. We'll remind you, what's the number 1-3, little girl?
Emotionally connect better than anyone else.
Rule 3, emotionally connect. We're going to talk about that. So how hard is it to find the truth? Well, how long has the news been lying to them, little lady?
Ever since the news was created.
Since when?
Since Project MK Ultra and Mockingbird.
That's right. Since they purposely set it up that way.
Mhm.
They purposely took the best in psychological warfare and inserted them into positions to bring the news. Do you think that over the last 50 years, they've learned even more on how to help and how to control the vulnerable?
Yes.
I would agree, Addie.
Thank you.
And do we see evidence of it? That's what's most important.
The
Our
evidence.
opinion doesn't matter, even if it's aligned. We need to look for evidence.
Evidence.
And this morning, did we do multiple tests?
Yes, we did.
That's right. We're going to get to those next. But let's talk about why. Why did they do this?
Why? For corruption to hide and destroy Christian values.
That's right. If communists are being propped up, there's a reason. If they're trying to attack Christian values, which you regularly see everywhere that you look on the left side, look no further than Charlie Kirk's murder still being celebrated here in 2026. What else do we have?
Who hide or lie stop you from being able to access truth. What happens if you know the truth?
Well, what happens if you know the truth?
What happens?
Are they going to take action?
Yes, they are.
Does it change their perception?
Yes.
That's right. So does the propaganda, does the people that are emotionally connecting, do they do everything in their power to stop you from seeing the truth?
Yes.
Well, let's see if we can find evidence of that. What's your next story, Addie?
Who? Fake news and Google.
Fake news and Google. So we just went over that most of the news is fake, and we just use Google, the largest search engine in America, short of Grokpedia, on the up and up right now, doing a second place run on with it. Google, from work, whether you met me, it didn't matter what time you met me. I was age 15 or 24 or 30. It did not matter. If you met me, You ended up calling me the nickname Google because the things that would come out of my mouth and I would say to you on a regular day-to-day basis, which seems so random to all the friends around me, they'd be left with, that can't be true.
And then they look it up.
And they look it up on Google, and guess what?
It is true.
Whoa, how does he know that, right?
He does his research.
Right, so they would call me Google. I didn't like the name because we didn't like Google, and we still don't like Google. And the fact that we're saying that isn't going to help Google help us anymore. But why? Do we know Google lies?
Yes.
Do we know Google manipulates?
Yes.
Have they been busted multiple times with their search engine purposely attacking Christian values?
Yes.
Yes, and when we tried to look up this morning, so we're going to give you empirical evidence. We want you to do this at home if you can, if you want. We looked up some of the different pieces. I'm going to let Addy keep talking. Addy, where is this happening?
This is happening in America.
In America, the land of the free, where we have freedom of speech, we're told. We expect that to apply to our internet searches. You would expect it to apply when you just hit search, that you could trust that the internet is going to give you the truth. Do we know better?
Mm-hmm.
We know a lot better.
Yes, we do.
Since when has this been happening?
Since I was born.
That's right, little girl. It's been happening since before you were born. Keep going.
Why? Because they use the money to pay.
You practiced this word a couple times this morning. Who are they paying?
They're paying
Politicians.
Politicians.
Addy, come on. We practiced that word multiple times this day. I know it's a big word, but look at it.
Politicians. They are supported by a corrupt system.
Okay, guys, so we track the money. We know where it goes. We know why these politicians are allowing it. We know what's happening with it. You can track the dollars, and the reason that fraud is rampant across all the states, and especially in
America.
In America, we're isolating. We're seeing it in Minnesota. We're seeing it in Cali. We're seeing it in Colorado. We're seeing it in Texas. Ken Paxton's fighting it. We're seeing it in every state across the land. And what do we see? We see that the people that are in power have allowed the fraud to take place, even though they were warned, even though they were shown, even though in Minnesota, in Tim Walz's case, the fraud was stopped by a judge, and then Tim Walz signed off for it to start up again. And then in court claims that he didn't know. That I don't remember. That's not what it said. They called him out multiple times in their congressional hearing. Okay? These individuals have been allowing the fraud to happen because then the fraudulent people, the corrupt people who got these millions of dollars and are getting these millions of dollars all across the U.S., then bankroll and support the Democrats that are running for office. They put them right back into their campaign funds. That's treason on the highest level, but you can't find this information if you look it up. And that's what we're trying to bring to you. If you go to Google in the search engine and you type in any range of questions from fraud to what fraud is happening right now to what fraud is happening here in 2026, we even tried to look up what fraud has already been caught in Minnesota. And Google, did it give us the truth, Addy?
No, it did not.
No. Did Google try to block the truth?
Yes, every way it could.
We went through the entire first page, and the only thing that you found was anti-fraud. You found articles presented by Google that say, don't talk about the fraud. We should be talking about the children and the programs. Didn't we already watch Wizard of Oz? Mm-hmm. Didn't we already go over that the first thing the wizard wanted everyone to do was don't look behind the curtain?
Yes.
Isn't that what the corrupt people are trying to do now? Mm-hmm. Is it working?
No.
Not anymore. It's 2026. We already have the proof. We already have the receipts. And now we have sunshine and sunlight on the corruption. We know where it's happening. We see how it's happening. And you can't even get away from the corruption when you go to look it up. We also tested Elon Musk. Elon Musk is releasing robots here in Q1. Optimus, Tesla are doing wonderful things.
I want to do robots.
Addy wanted to do robots today, but we started the Google search. Would it even try to show you the Tesla robots?
No, it wouldn't.
No, it gave her Chinese robots, robots from Sweden. everything that Amazon's using, Amazon's firing employees and using robots. We learned a great deal about some of the surgical arm robots that are being applied. It was great.
Yeah.
But did the Google News purposely hide everything related to Elon?
Yes.
Did it purposely hide everything from Tesla?
Yes.
Even though we asked specifically to see the Tesla bots and when they were being released, did it show it to us?
No, it did not.
No, did it show us hateful stuff about Elon?
Yes.
Yeah. So understand that even when a child uses Google herself with her own voice, trying to find truth, just trying to do research, that the search engines you use, I use, my daughter tried to use, purposely lie, purposely manipulate. Now, wait a minute. Is that new?
No.
Didn't we learn that was already the objective behind the government in MK Ultra?
Yes.
That was already the objective behind Operation Mockingbird.
Operation COINTELPRO, Operation Paperclip,
Operation COINTELPRO. There was 149 other ones under Mockingbird, under MK Ultra. But under COINTELPRO, the FBI purposely created rumors, forged letters, and fake news. That's already been happening since the 70s and 80s. We're now in 2026, and you can't Google something without it in full display. Now, if you're not trained and you're not aware of this, or like the most vulnerable, you don't care, do they just sit there and eat it up?
Yes.
Yeah. And so we try to break the minds of some of our liberal friends, but is it a lot to digest? Does it benefit that human? We learned in psychology. Does it benefit that human if daddy walks over and says, hey, that news show you're watching it late at night, it's lying to you on purpose to emotionally connect better than anybody else so that you won't see the truth? Do people like hearing that? They sure don't. Is that going to get us a bunch of fans?
No.
Probably not. Is that going to stop us from sharing the truth?
Heck no.
Definitely not. Guys, we're not going to change our stuff to be liked. We already know how the world treats Christians. Have they been dominating and killing Christians since Christians have been saving babies?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to do a whole episode about it tomorrow. If you don't know, in Rome, one of the main reasons, and there's three, but one of the main reasons Constantine converted to Christianity was he was watching what Christians were doing. After the Romans flogged, tortured, and hurt the Christians more than what I can say on a family TV show, Christians started saving the babies, okay? Rome was similar to China. Oh, we have girls born versus boys. Throw them out into the sea. They didn't have the same abortion clinics that we have running around America. So they just threw women in the trash can. They called it exposing them to the elements. Just throw them down. And who do you think went into the dumpsters? Who do you think went into the streets? Who do you think saved the Roman children that were being discarded like trash? Who was it?
The women.
The Christians. It was the Christians who saved those. It wasn't the women who were throwing their babies away. It was the Christians that went in and grabbed those infants, specifically the women. That's one of the reasons that Constantine, the first Roman who converted to Christianity and saved the empire and set up the greatest kingdom of all time, Constantinople, these bros saw what Christians were doing, saving the children. And that's gonna be what we talk about tomorrow. So Daddy's gonna calm down here. It's Family Funday Friday, and we need some good news.
Yeah.
But that's gonna get you heated tomorrow when we talk more about what we're up against and why Christians have saved the world more than one time. Right now, we're in a battle and we're in a war, and we're up against just the truth. We understand that patriotism propaganda has been in play, and we also understand the communistic propaganda is in play. Do we know that foreign entities have bankrolled and paid many of these newscasts, many of these politicians? Yes. Should that change the way that we see the news and the way that we see things? Yes. But the average Joe, the most vulnerable, as Addy knows, do they trust their phone? Yeah. And do they trust the headlines that keep popping up, fake headlines on their phone?
Yep.
Does that emotionally connect with them?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so you're up against a battle that we're not likely to win anytime soon. These individuals aren't going to be shown the truth and then wake up tomorrow with, yep, that's right, that's the truth, I changed my belief. That's not going to happen.
No,
because all their TV shows, all their newsprint, their Google search engines, each and every time that they look it up, are bombarding them with nothing but lies, nothing but manipulation. And if you try to talk to them, what happens, Addy? Where do they reach?
Straight from the poo-poo.
straight in the back because they're emotionally connected. They can't have a debate. They can't have discussion. They can't welcome open table discussions like, again, Charlie Kirk created and was demonstrating all across America. Are the children waking up?
Yes.
Yes. And so is there an entire generation that's been lost to this?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of 40-year-old single women with lots of cats that are not stable. Are they the most vulnerable?
Yes.
Are they full of hate?
Yes.
Now, that's not even on them, right? You are what you eat. And are they sitting here eating Google off their phone?
Mm-hmm.
Do they eat a little CNN?
Mm-hmm.
Do they eat that Disney ABC News? Mm-hmm. Now, because we said that, our article is going to get shut. We're not going to be suppressed. You can't talk about Disney, guys, if you don't know, because they own the media. And so the fact that I just mentioned them, this isn't going to get shown to a lot of people. Does that change what we're going to deliver, little girl?
No, we're just going to leave all our words in the comments for you.
Yeah, it ain't changing that we're bringing you the truth. It is not changing that you're in the middle of a battle. And if you don't share with your friends, if you don't wake them up, if you don't try, then you're not doing your job. If you're blessed enough to have health in 2026, if you're blessed enough to have wealth and you're blessed enough to talk to the people around you, why aren't you? They're being lost and they're being manipulated on a regular basis. Addy couldn't even look up robots this morning without the manipulation being evident. We look for empirical evidence. We hope to bring you empirical evidence. We want you to be informed. We expect you to be informed, and we know what you're up against. Is that right?
Yes.
And are we here to change the game?
Yes, we are.
First generation Mexican that we met this morning was so thrilled to even learn that there was a show like this available, right?
Yeah.
Something he could watch with his kids, right? He said, "You guys got dad jokes? I'm tuning in."
I bet see him right there. But I bet I'm seeing him right there. I bet he's helping out right there.
We have a lot more views this morning than normal, but it's Family Funday Friday, right? Everybody likes to jump in. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you coming on over. We know you want to find the truth. We know you're out there every day, as curious cats are gonna be. Do we want to know? Yeah. Is there a lot of things happening?
Yes, we do.
But is it hard to find the truth?
Yes.
Guys, it's hard to find the truth. Don't think that you can look at your phone, that you can do a Google search, and you're just going to get it. Is that what our grandpa taught me when I was growing up?
Yes.
Yes, right off the bat. That's why we're so good at journalism, is that one of the CIA's greatest tricks, little girl, is what?
Say, whenever the news gives you something right away, it's like, okay, maybe.
Good job,
maybe
little girl.
Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not.
Good job, little girl.
Thank you.
And unless it's empirical evidence, unless you can see, I wouldn't trust it. When you hear a fake newscaster talking about what someone else said, that's how you know. Because you know what the news would do? What? They would just play the video of the person talking. You don't need a phone game of a rumor. Don't we already know that the FBI purposely created false rumors? Mm-hmm. Don't we already know that they pushed that into the American public?
Yes. Do we also know that they forged fake letters?
Yes, we know this. These are all facts thanks to the Freedom of Information Act and whistleblowers. We know this is true. And now we're in 2026 where the most vulnerable have no idea that that's the truth.
No idea.
Thank you for bringing it to them, little lady. What episode are we on?
Episode 70.
Oh, yeah. Boy, we're moving and growing.
70.
Now, do we have a big summer plan? Do we have lots of interviews we're hitting? Are we going to Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
The biggest and best July 4th parade ever of all time?
Heck yeah.
Are we going to be there?
Yep.
You're going to be interviewing? Are you going to be leading the pledge at the National Mall?
Yep.
For all of America?
Yeah.
We have big things happening in 2026, and that's just one little part of them. If you're on this train, choo-choo! Welcome aboard, guys, because we're going to be entertaining you like no other starting very soon. Yeah. It's Daddy's birthday month, and we've accomplished our 70 goal. Now we're going to upgrade the systems tremendously moving forward. Right?
Yep.
We're going to get on the ground. We're going to get on the floor. And we're going to start interviewing some people. And we're also going to bring some graphics to the show finally. Does this show need graphics?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Do we need an open theme song? Mm-hmm. And do we need a closing theme song?
Yeah.
And we might just put some Dragon Ball Z theme song on there. You know, can we steal their intro?
Yeah, we can steal their intro.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, and then we can go for their other seasons.
We could wrap it up with Naruto, maybe. Or Luffy, One Piece. What do you think?
I'm thinking Naruto.
Yeah. Hey, he's got the best music.
Naruto, come on!
I love you, little girl.
I love you too.
Thank you for bringing the news today. I did have some other tidbits that I think are important for the individuals to know out there. So let's see if we want to bring some of the stuff to them. Under Joe Biden's administration, the human smuggling industry exploded by more than 2,000% from a $500 million industry in 2018 to a $13 billion by 2022. We're going to talk more about this on tomorrow's show, because if you haven't seen today, here's more proof that the news doesn't want to show you what's going on. You may see the Epstein files being talked about. Did that come out under Biden? Was there any pressure from the mainstream media or the liberals that are screaming about the Epstein files? Was there any pressure put on Biden administration to release those? No. But Trump released them, and somehow he's getting the hate for it. Think about that for 2 seconds and add this. Team Tebow showed Congress a map of 338,000 unique IP addresses trading and sharing child blank abuse material, kids under 12. In just 6 months. This is disgusting. It will make you vomit as a father. It's why my other fathers that watch this show are probably watching this while they're doing push-ups or pushing the bar around, and why daddy's going to get his workout in. Because Tim Tebow, who's been hated on for his Christianity, kicked out of the NFL because he's too Christian, is exposing what nobody else will. And this should be breaking news. This should be across every mainstream media outlet possible, showing you what he's exposed. And I bet that you can't find it, that you won't see it. Look it up. We'll talk more about this tomorrow.
Look it up, but not on Google. Look it up on Grok, not on Google. Or
see if you can find this one. We couldn't find it anywhere on Google, and here's the empirical evidence. A Somali fraudster in Minnesota has just been sentenced to 5 years in federal prison for his role in a conspiracy to bribe a black female juror during one of the many Somalian fraud trials. They tried to bribe the juror with a $120,000 cash bag with instructions for her to make the other jurors think that the prosecution was racist. Do we know that trick?
Yes.
Do they think that they can use that trick? Mm-hmm. Yes. They think they can just claim racism when they're thieving and stealing from you, the taxpayer. They think they can just scream the word racism and, oh, that's it. They're innocent. Is that going to work? It's 2026. That ain't working anymore.
No, but it's not. It's not
empirical evidence. If you can't find this article in the news,
leave it in the comments.
It just goes right back to what we're trying to show you. Mm-hmm. Convicted for and he tried to make the jurors say that everybody was racist. Now, that's not hilarious because they could have got away with it. It's not hilarious because prior to 2026, they were getting away with this. They could just scream racism at anybody, and their entire left DNC people just goes over their head. They don't care anymore. They just dismiss it. That's all it takes to fake these individuals into believing it. Because the number 3 rule is what, Addy?
Emotionally connect better than anyone else.
And are the vulnerable weak?
Yes.
And are the vulnerable being lied to?
Yes.
And are we seeing the outcomes of that?
Yes.
Not good for them. Are the rest of us waking up?
Yes.
Is America back on track?
Yes.
Are we headed in the right direction?
Yep.
Are we still in war? Are we still under battle? Do we have to win the fights that are coming up?
Yes.
All right. Good show today. We have 9 o'clock with Erica in the school, Scott Adams at 9 o'clock. Tune over there. We're going to be on X. We're getting our Rumble channel created, and we see lots of people using all sorts of different platforms. So we're going to be expanding our reach and making more of a home base, maybe outside of the YouTube realm, because some of the things we talk about, YouTube doesn't like, right?
Yep.
People don't like you talking about the truth, do they, little girl? Mm-mm. Sure don't. But are we going to bring it?
Yep.
That's right. God bless America. And remember, you can't spell daddy without this Addy. I said you can't spell daddy without the Addy. Happy Family Funday Friday, guys. Get out there and rock it. Have some fun. Do something cool. It's Dad's birthday month, so you know we're going big tonight. We're going to have some big fish seafood grill and probably some good dessert, right?
Yep.
Daddy did banana splits last night. I don't know what we're doing tonight. It's got to be good.
Homemade peanut butter.
Love you guys.